Last week, Kaspersky Lab came forward saying that one of its investigators was in fact taken for treason in Russia.
Yep, it is a pretty, I would say, controversial news item, just because Kaspersky Lab stands for security, ethical hacking techniques, and so forth, and they're one of their researchers being involved in something like this kind of stands out for us, and also there is ties of this particular incident with the APT 28, which is actually the Advanced Persistent Threat Group, which is basically Russia's defense against global cyber warfare. So there's a lot of different angles to this particular news item itself, and I think so. There is something more about. So what was the name of this guy? Did they even publish that?
Yeah, it's Ruslan Stoyanov.
All right.
According to Kaspersky, the allegations against him happened. His involvement happened before actually joining Kaspersky Lab, so they're saying it's not at all affecting their business or research or anything that they're doing. But basically, PawnStorm is APT 28 and Fancy Bear, which are hacker groups that apparently were associated with the US hacks that Russia has been charged of, and we're apparently doing investigations into as a country right now. So basically he was researching something unrelated and just got too close to these hacker groups that were operating in overseas operations.
So basically what happens is, and there's a whole certificate which we have around advanced persistent threat, what it is, how every nation has their own set of teams, and these are like nation-sponsored teams which make sure that they are fighting against cyber crimes. But then there is a whole question around who is kind of being the NATO for this kind of a war which is happening, and I think so we're going to talk about it in one of our discussions down here, that we need authority which basically governs and puts that peace between the cyber wars which are going on. But every nation has a cyber task force. A lot of the big ones have it. China has it. US has it. And then there are others from Russia, North Korea has it. So all of them are discovered. Mandate has written papers on them. But then we teach about that in our APT Advanced Persistent Threat Researcher class also. That's a certification which we have. But to know about this and to know about what's happening, especially with cybersecurity intelligence research firms, and then getting their name involved into something like this is something which we should look out for also.
Yeah, it's interesting stuff.
All right. So those of you who are just joining us, we are Cyber Training 365, and we try to pick up some interesting news items and try to educate you on what is going on in the cyber world, from an educational standpoint and also from an awareness standpoint.
And you can check out our website at cybertraining365.com to check out all the certification courses that we have there as well.
All right.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining.